Hi everyone, welcome back to the Put Yourself First podcast, and I am keeping all of the tech goddesses on my side. I'm hoping this is the first video podcast of Put Yourself First. I've been meaning to do this for ages. 2023 is the time to do it. So if you usually listen on Spotify, you should now be able to see the video podcast as well at the same time. If you're an Apple Podcast listener and you're interested in the video, I will upload these to YouTube as well. So this episode today is how to be that girl in 2023. And you may have seen this on TikTok. I think it's a really fun trend, a really fun way to talk about stepping into your higher self, your next level, elevating yourself as you grow, as you develop, as you put yourself first, as you make time to be the woman you're here to be. And I think that energy is really powerful in the new year. And something I was talking about on an Instagram live the other day, which you can watch the replay of if you're interested in this topic, was reinventing yourself. Reinventing yourself in 2023. Because the theme inside of the sisterhood this month is rebirth and evolution. And moments of rebirth, of feeling like you don't recognize who you were 6 months ago, that you are shedding skins, you are evolving, you are changing. What you want feels different. The masterclass in the sisterhood this month is all about how to recognize your own rebirth phase if you're going through a lot of change, and how to support yourself through that. And I think being that girl really is like coming out the other side of that. And what I want to talk about today is something that we're going to be digging into in the sister circle for the sisterhood this month. So the doors are currently open for new members. As a member, you get access to a masterclass, which is pre-recorded, self-paced, watch, catch up, anytime, anywhere. And there's tons of other topics in there as well that you get instant access to. And you also get your live sister circle calls, which are essentially like a monthly ceremony together where I guide you through a technique, a ritual, a tool to go deeper with the topic, with the theme that we're working with. And we're really looking at this reinvention, and I want to take you through some powerful tools. So if you're a member, get excited. If you've already done it, if you've not, catch the replay because it would have been last week. But if you want to join us and go on the replay of that call, please dig in. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited. So for everyone, how to be that girl in 2023. I love the idea and the concept of working with your higher self. That's how I resonate with this. To me, this isn't about changing who you are. It isn't about putting pressure on yourself to be this extreme, really strict, really rigid version of yourself where you have to look a certain way, or you have to, go to the gym X times a week in order to be that girl. Like, to me, it's not about that. And I can see how many people would see this type of trend on TikTok and think, well, it's adding pressure, it's creating it's putting pressure on women to be perceived in a certain way. To me, this is more so about becoming more of who you really are and who you really want to be in the world. To me, being that girl is literally being your most authentic, in alignment, attuned, like tapped into your intuition, embodied, like being in your body, knowing yourself, being self-aware, feeling grounded, feeling safe and confident and assured in who you are and who you're here to be. And there are ways that we can play with fun and quite simple things that you can do, changes you can make in order to feel more of that energy. Because with it being the new year, you know, how many of us don't take the extra time to do something that will make a massive difference to how we perceive ourselves, how we feel about ourselves? And it's not about, you know, completely overhauling your schedule or completely changing your appearance, say. It's the most simple of things. So how to be that girl, right? How to get started feeling like you're standing and stepping into the absolute best version of yourself is to think about who is the version of you who is at her absolute best. Like, how do you feel? Who are you being when you know in yourself you are at your best? One thing for me, for example, is alcohol. I am at my best. I feel like that girl when I am not really drinking that much alcohol. I'm, yes, you know, having fun at social events and not being restrictive, because if I want to enjoy a couple of glasses of Prosecco or champagne or maybe have a gin and tonic or a cocktail, I'm gonna enjoy that. But it's not me at my best, especially when it is compounded over time. And it was really interesting, for example, to feel how much more embodied and how relaxed and how much less anxiety I had this time over Christmas and New Year. And I think a big part of that is because I knew deep down that what was best for me was not to like have loads to drink. So that's one example for me. Another example is really fun, and if you watch the video you'll be able to see, but whenever I did any higher self, you know, future self, best self visualization work, a lot of the visualizations that I take clients through, like in the sisterhood, I go through myself, I use myself. And when I picture me being that girl, like what that means for me, I always used to see myself with like immaculate hair and makeup. Hair and nails. I mean, my makeup's always been pretty nice because I was a makeup artist, but hair I used to really struggle with. I know my hair looks simple now, but let me tell you, like, I in the past I've had many a bad hair day and just not really known what to do with it. Same with my nails, you know, I've done my own nails quite a lot over the years, but I've never been that person who, again, it's like I've never been that girl who takes the time to make sure she's got her nails done. In fact, I would have been in scarcity mindset with that and thought, oh, like, it's not worth it, I can just do them myself. But now I get my nails done, and that, you know, £30 a month or however much it ends up being is such a simple and accessible way it's like the bang for my buck that I get from this one thing gives me so much confidence, so much energy, and it really does feel like I am showing up as my best self, like I'm that girl. When I walk in a room, I feel confident. I love the compliments that I get on my nails. I love the compliments that I get when I use my Dyson Airwrap. And it's not to say that you need to like go out and spend loads of money in order to feel this way, because there might be something in your wardrobe right now, or there might be products in your bathroom cabinet that you don't take the time for yourself to use or to wear. when you know that if you were to walk through this exercise and the work we're going to do in the sister circle, you know that that version of you, you being your best, is you feeling your best, is you presenting the version of you. It's like self-expression. It's you being fully expressed and authentic and enjoying how you feel when you step out of the house. Because I know that there is a very big difference for me between me rolling out of bed and I've not brushed my hair. I've thrown it, like I've scraped it back into a bun, but I've not even brushed it or styled it, so it's not even like a cute bun. It's literally just scraped back and thrown on, I don't know, like yesterday's tracksuit or whatever I was wearing. And that's me like sat at my desk ready to work for the day. I feel a complete shift in my energy from that to taking 20 minutes to blow dry my hair and put some makeup on and put something comfy. Yes, absolutely, I work from home, but something that makes me feel nice. And maybe you see yourself, gaining like a promotion this year or a pay rise or receiving a certain opportunity, and it's a cliche, dress for the role you want, not for the role you have. But I think there's some real merit to that, not only in the career sense, but just in the general goal setting and manifestation sense. Because let me tell you that the version of Kat in 5-10 years time, I feel more and more like the best version of me who has all of those things that are on my vision board when I have my nails done or when I'm being consistent with my workouts, or when I'm hydrated, or when I'm taking a proper lunch break and sitting down and making myself, a lovely like soup that I've cooked and batch cooked for the week. All these small things are really you stepping into the identity of being that girl, like that bitch. And I think it's more so about how you feel and how you perceive yourself than it is about what the actual thing is. Because like I said, it's not about you need to be really strict and have this 4-hour morning routine or this extreme gym workout routine or whatever you might see on TikTok or Instagram that tells you, this is my someone who, for example, I always think perspective, someone who's an influencer whose job is to literally create content to entertain you, to inspire you, to influence you. That person, that's their career, that's their job. In the same way that if you follow a fitness influencer or a personal trainer, a fitness coach, it is literally their job. Fitness is their job. So just because someone else's that girl routine is like going to the gym 5 days a week, yours might be taking a daily walk with your dog. And that's okay. This is not about putting pressure on yourself or doing anything that's unsustainable. But it's something to really think about this month. And the thing I said on my live last week was, this is so much more fun than basically forcing yourself to sit down and be really strict and overhaul your life and be like, January, new year, new me, like I'm doing this and this, and I've got this huge plan, and it feels like heavy, it feels boring. it feels like you don't want to do it. If I sit down and feel like my, health and personal goals are like a long ass to-do list, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But if I start to have fun and think, well, how do I, what am I doing when I feel my best? And then I notice how I'm feeling when I'm doing those things. Like I said, I notice how I feel when I'm not drinking as much, and I like it. I notice how I feel when I cook like a really healthy like soup packed full of veg on a Sunday, and how I feel when I get to sit down and eat that for my lunch. I notice how I feel when I do these things, and I feel like that girl. I feel like the best version of myself, because I feel like I'm giving myself the best, and I'm giving myself what I need in that season of my life, knowing that that can change. What I need now, what feels good now, is going to be different in 2023 than it is in 2033, in 10 years' time. That's going to be a different version of me. But I know that for my next level now, where I am, what and where I am stepping into, who I am showing up as, right? Who I am becoming, these things feel good. And you can do this too for yourself. It's so simple. It is something you can shift literally today. It starts the moment you wake up. It's the small things that you do, the pockets of your day, the moments of your day that can change, and how that gets to feel completely different when you take that time. So I hope this has inspired you to take a step back and think about what would feel really good for you right now. When you do any kind of future self visualization, higher self work, maybe you see yourself wearing a certain outfit, or looking a certain way, standing a certain way, saying a certain thing, doing a certain thing with her time. What can you add in to your week, your daily routine, that is just going to elevate your energy, make you feel on fire, and ultimately lead you to seeing yourself as the powerful woman that you are? And what is that going to do for your whole life, right? For your goals, for your manifestations, for what you want. Because when you feel your ultimate best, and when you know you are giving yourself the best, you are literally unstoppable. And it's not about being strict, it's those small things. Like I said, April last year, I ordered my Dyson Airwrap. Oh my God, massive difference. I think it was August last year, right, got my nails done for the first time. Oh my God, this is amazing. I love this. At some point last year, started putting an actual outfit on to work from home. Wow, that feels different. Oh, I'm putting perfume on in the house now, even though I'm not leaving the house, just because it smells good and it makes me feel good. Love that. Started getting a candle, on my desk, so that every day it was like a ritual of lighting my candle and starting my clients for the day, feeling grounded, feeling like I have this beautiful space that is my desk, that is my office. These things you can add on, you can accumulate them, but just think about a couple that would work for you right now. And I would love to hear if you'd give this a go and how you feel afterwards, because that is ultimately the most important thing. Like I said at the very beginning, doors to the Put Yourself First Sisterhood are open. They're open throughout January, so they're still going to be open for a couple of weeks when you hear this, but doors will be closing on the 1st of Feb. So make sure you've checked out the links below and you've grabbed your space in the sisterhood. It's only £40 a month. It's literally the best way to begin working on your personal development, working on your goals, and doing something for you every single month for an accessible price point, which is awesome. I am also taking on one-to-one clients in 2023. So if you're ready for that next level, like way next level up in terms of having the one-to-one bespoke guided support with me to really dig deep into your mindset, do that deep unconscious mindset rewiring, that energy work, that manifestation and goal setting work together as a team, and really help you release the stuff that is holding you back so you can truly step into who you're here to be and not let anything hold you back, then my one-to-one coaching could be perfect for you. I'll link that as well in the show notes down below. And I always say, if you're curious, if you have a question, just reach out on Instagram. Reach out and say, hey Kat, I'm interested in this, or I'm interested in joining this, or I'm interested in working with you in this way. This is my situation, what do you think? Because I'll always guide you to what is right for you, and ultimately your intuition, what your intuition is telling you is right for you, what your situation is going to lend itself best to, because there's something for everyone. So with that being said, I will see you and speak to you in the next episode.